can develop, can build the family before someone go outside the family. It means before someone go to the society, they should have the family roles itself. I mean that someone they should learn from the parents, the big family, the value, the culture, the education. This is very important. Education, it's have according to the role of family in whole society. So this is very important if we talk about family in the big society in the world, I think.
So you mean before a member of family go out, I mean join society, you mean such a children, parents have a big role in shaping good values for their children, Pak Rahmat. Hello, Pak Rahmat. Well, listener, it seems that we have such a technical problem with our here, and it seems that still talking about family and also as the theme. But before we continue this, we'd like to here, listener, finally we still connect with Pak Rakhmat Hidayat. Pak Rahmat, hello. Pak Rahmat, can you hear our voice so clearly?
Yes, now I can hear you, but I have problem with the connection.
Okay, so Pak Rahmat, as I mentioned before, we know that before members of family go out and join in a public situation or atmosphere, I mean, such parents have a big role in giving such good values for their children. How do you see this, Pak Rahmat?
Well, this is how the parents in the family, in particularly mother, mother or father, they have a role as a teacher in the family. They teach everyone individually, speak, and they taught how the children taught how in reading, how they teach reading, and can count some minimum count in one or something any case. So I think family, as I teach in the university, and the parents have a very important role to teach the children before the children they enter the school. Let's say if we talk about a person, they starting go to the kindergarten, and then before they go to the kindergarten, the parents how they can speak, they can call mama, papa, and then how the parents they thought about something like one of the norms, the value in our family, in our society, like like give respect to the older people, how to to make something like salim for the older people, and say thank you for the older people, and say sorry for another people. So this is what kind of some of the norms and values in family, and the parents they taught every day. And as I mentioned, this is something like how the family in society they try to make socialization every day. How to the socialize norms, value, attitude, for the children every day in their daily life interaction. respect each other, tolerance. So it's based on the family in the society.
So you mean parents have also important role, yeah, for their children, so that the children are able to interact directly, yeah, with the communities, Pak Rahmat.
Yes, indeed. How in the family there are some decision approach from the parents
Mhm.
and also from the children. And the parents they try to transform. Okay, they try to transform their experience from their parents, and then the children they try to adopt how and what kind of the value, what kind of attitude, what kind of respect, social tolerance in since the early childhood education in the family. So I think this is very important if we talk about how the parents and the children, both of parents and children, they can interaction, they can make a dialogue in the family, in their family.
Okay. Well, Pak Rahmat, we know that, I mean, so far as I know, yeah, most of Indonesian people, especially in a family, a husband usually goes to work every day, and a wife
Yeah.
still at home to care and also preserve about his or her children. I mean, it means that uh, more than hours, yeah, for a mother every day is with her children. Meanwhile, a husband still at that office. So actually, how, I mean, how can a father, Pak Rahmat, provide or manage his time in order to have such similarity with his wife, in order to educate and even, like you said before, to train about such core of values or character to their children?
Well, I think now there is a changing situation. If we look about the family condition or from the family structure in the society, the modern society, as we talk about, there is a division of role, both of the father and the mother, husband and wife in family. It's maybe it's still exists in the traditional society, husband working in the public area, and then wife working in domestic area in home. But now there's a changing situation. Both of them, they're working, father and mother, husband and wife, are working in the public area. And, the children, there is no people who in charge at home. Or maybe children, they keep to their parents, grandfather, grandmother, in because maybe there is nearby the place, or maybe if they have little children, a baby, they can keep to the daycare, So this is the changing situation because there are economical dimension, there are social dimension, So now, from my view, according to my research and according to my observation in some family in Jakarta, let's say in Jakarta, there's something changing a background, changing value. It's totally different if we look according to the traditional family. So this is changing. There is a changing condition. There is a changing situation from the traditional family to the modern family. So that's very important, I think.
But Pak Rahmat, we know that, especially for, I mean, is in the modern family. I mean, if we see about in the area of, I mean, if we try to compare living in a city and even in the village, that also has different situation, Pak Rahmat. So how can a family in a different situation, they try to manage and even try to, educate their children so that in this situation, in this different situation, still able to result to children who have good characters and values, Pak Rahmat?
Well, this is a very difficult question for me because if we look the situation, both of the village society and urban society, uh, the the um, the roles from the parent, it was definitely changing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
why? Because in the urban society with the modern family, they try to connect with the third party. Let's say,
Mm-hmm.
if we look in the some area in the urban society, they try to put the baby, the children, in the daycare
Mm-hmm.
in a day. And the second one, they put the children in the boarding school, you know, in the boarding school, let's say in Pesantren boarding school. And also another example, the modern family, they try to hire something like, a teacher, religion teacher,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe for the education, for the course in school, like private, like mentor to arrive in the home, and they teach every day for the some of the subject in the school. That's for the modern family. But for the traditional family, in general, the parent, they still have the roles for the teaching, for the religion, for the subject course. It's totally different. And there is no daycare in the village area, because they are very expensive, and then it's not it's there is not like a need for the people in the village area, but for the urban area.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one thing is, now it's very different from the social media. This is very important. Why the changing from the traditional family to the modern family? Now, in the modern family, the social media is very important as a basic platform. It's a basic platform communication. But in traditional family, there is no need social media for the platform communication, because they can meet every day, they can talk every day, they can talk everything in the home. But in the modern society, in the modern family, social media is very important platform, with the call, with the video call, with the WhatsApp call. They can talk not directly. This is very important. This very changing situation from the traditional family and the modern family.
Okay, so if we turn to about mentality, Pak Rahmat, we know that each family has its own responsibility in teaching and even training about his or her own children very well. So actually, what are the effect, Pak Rahmat, the mental and also physical health of family members in order to be able to interact in the community directly, Pak Rahmat?
Well, this is one of the implications if we look about the modern family, because in the modern family, the interaction is not too strong, rather than the traditional family. In traditional family, they have strong bonding. They have they have how can strong interaction each other. But in the modern family, they don't have like strong bonding each other. That's why now we look in the modern family, we can look some of the mentality health, the
Mm-hmm.
mentality health, because they try like they like individually, individualize, and then they like try to like stranger, I mean that in our family I have parents, I have a little sister or little brother, but we are like strangers. Stranger is mean that like foreigner, not like a family. Family is like a bonding, like infection, like personally, But the mental health problem, it's mean they like a stranger, they like frustration, depression, because they don't have partner to talk each other. They don't have like the children. They don't have a friend. They don't have to expression their emotion, their love, their language. That's the problem. So I have some experience in the research as a speaker in some of the family in the middle class and the high class family. The children, they look frustration, depression, stress, and on the other side, it's very extremely. They try to suicide. It's very dangerous. And what the main reason? What the main reason? Because they don't have friend, they don't have a space to talk each other, to expression their their aspiration, their emotion, they have problem with their roommate, their friend in the school, or maybe some boy they have a boy love like to a girl or a girls like to a man, but they can talk with home because the parents they're working every day, they arrive in home at night, and the children already sleep in the morning. The parent they already go to the office. It's complicated situation in the modern family, So it's, as I call this, is very dangerous situation for the modern family, for children.
So you mean direct interaction has an important role, Pak Rahmat, yeah, to build their values and character for their life.
Exactly. Because if it's talk each other, interaction each other personally, directly, we can get gesture each other, right? Gesture is very important. How the gesture, how the impression, how your smile, right? Your smile, your emotion. This is very important for the family, in the whole family in society.
Okay. Pak Rahmat, maybe, I mean, based on your research or maybe experiences, are there any differences, especially for a family of as a parents, yeah, who was born in 1990s and also even in 2000, as we know that as Generation Z, maybe Pak Rahmat, we know that maybe for now when they have been they have a married and they are maybe in more than 25 years right now. So what are the challenges, Pak Rahmat, especially for Generation Z? If we see about, if we try to see about the current situation, which in this case, with the modern technology, they are able to directly interact with that, and even especially for someone or people who were born in 1980s, I believe that they have different challenges, Pak Rahmat, different situation and different era. So how do you see this, Pak Rahmat, especially for Generation Z, Pak Rahmat?
Well, this is one of the complexity situation for the little family or the new family for the Gen Z family. Because one thing now, the social media is very important and very spread influence for the Gen Z and for the children, right? We can learn about how since the children since they was born, how the baby, maybe the children they try to know to learn in terms of social media, because now it's different with our generation, right? In our generation, there is no social media like today condition. So and the Gen Z situation, the Gen Z family now, they look the public enemy, as I mentioned. This is I mentioned this public enemy is social media, because social media not only provide the positive uh, influence, but also they provide the negative thinking, right? The negative, like bullying, violence, and then like pornography for the children. So this is very challenging for the Gen Z family, and uh, and how and what the solution. I think they should try to connect with to the religious authority, to the sport and cultural activity. I think because this is very complex situation for the Gen Z family.
Yes.
And now how the children, in particularly for the Gen Alpha, I think they try to have the big space, the big space. I mean that it's not only for the in sport, in art, and it's very important because the complex situation and the challenging situation in our future life, I think.
Okay. So the last, Pak Rahmat, the last question, maybe do you have such maybe message or advice, Pak Rahmat, for a family in Indonesia, Pak Rahmat? Go ahead.
Well, I think today we celebrate the International Family Day, and I call to all the family, all the Indonesian family, how to reinforce, the basic, the foundation in the family. What is the basic and the foundation in the family? It is according to the value, to the norms, to attitude, education. This is like some important roots in the family. Even we are changing economical landscape, the political landscape, or maybe ideological landscape, but I think norms, value, attitude, religion, as our society, right? Indonesia is a Muslim country. This is very important to reinforce and to make a strong again, because this is very important. We're facing many problems, not only in Indonesia. I think we're facing the global changing situation from US, from Europe, in the world. And if the family have the strong foundation, the strong basic in the education, in the value and the norms, I think the family, they will exist in some whatever the situation in the world. That's very important, I think.
All right, thank you very much, Pak Rakhmat Hidayat, for your time to join special interview on the VOI Talk today. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Rakhmat. And listener, that was our special interview with...
Thank you, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Pak Rakhmat, with Pak Rakhmat Hidayat, a sociologist of Jakarta State University. Hopefully, as a family member, you must be able, as mentioned by Rakhmat Hidayat, we hope that family Indonesia also families in Indonesia are able to, manage their time and give their best, especially for children, in order to be able to interact directly with communities and interact with many people here, so that they are able to be the people who have good values and character.